Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. There is plenty of Harry and Meghan to discuss, but let's start with Kate Middleton. Wonderful as always, and not letting Netflix crush her Christmas spirit. Kate held her second annual Royal Carols together at Christmas holiday concert, her second annual holiday concert. Kate was joined by the Wales minus 4-year-old Louis. The King and Queen were also present. The royal couple's Twitter account shared a video of Kate decorating a Christmas tree in honor of the event. Kate looks fabulous in a white festive sweater for the occasion, while music played in the background. A statement from the palace said, "This year's carol service is dedicated to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and the values Her Majesty demonstrated throughout her life, including duty, empathy, faith, service, kindness, compassion, and support for others. These principles are shared and personified by the inspirational guests who have been invited to the Abbey in recognition of their tireless work to help and care for those around them." Tatler reminds us in its second year the event is particularly significant because it is spearheaded by Kate as a solo initiative. There were performances by West End star Samantha Barks, a duet by Alfie Boe and Melanie C., and readings by the Prince of Wales, Dame Kristen Scott-Thomas, and Hugh Bonneville. Royal Carols Together at Christmas will air on ITV1 on Christmas Eve. Segueing to the main event, a royal source said Kate and William have not watched the Harry and Meghan documentary. William and Kate's aides have briefed them on the show, but don't expect the couple to sit down in their cottage with a bowl of popcorn to tune in themselves. One of the fun sidebars of the Harry and Meghan documentary has been the kerfuffle over the colours Meghan chose to wear. Sophie Wessex may have a good explanation. When she spoke to ITV's The Queen at 90, Sophie said, "The Queen needs to stand out for people to be able to say, 'I saw the Queen.' Don't forget that when she turns up somewhere, the crowds are 2, 3, 4, 10, 15 deep, and someone wants to be able to say they saw a bit of the Queen's hat as she went past." Meghan had spoken about wearing relatively muted colours until her final week as royal. "Until last week in the UK, I rarely wore colour, and I never wanted to upstage or ruffle any feathers, so I just tried to blend in. But I wore a lot of colour that week. I felt, well, let's just look like a rainbow." Also amusing is this notion of Kate Middleton being some sort of awful hugging monster. A friend of Kate's told People, "Kate's a big hugger. She is warm and friendly and greets everyone with a big hug and kiss. It comes naturally to her to be like that." The Telegraph went with 7 more odd moments you probably missed in Harry and Meghan, and tagged their article with the subheading, "The second load of episodes didn't so much drop as were flung at us." And lo, after almost 6 hours, or 348 minutes, or half of a Lord of the Rings trilogy, or 176th of a Trust premiership, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have completed the telling of their truth, for now at least. Netflix's Harry and Meghan was a wild ride of occasionally grueling and slow and repetitive and absurd. The first clump of episodes veered between couple holding you hostage while they show you every photo ever taken of their romance, and essentially Richard Curtis's Notting Hill retold as a horror flick. The second load, which didn't so much drop as was flung at us on Thursday morning, was far sadder, a difficult watch, not just thanks to the chaotic editing, overall running time, and randomly chosen talking heads, but also because we saw the full extent of the couple's misery over the last few years. At the end of the journey, for it was a journey, viewers could be forgiven for experiencing the full gamut of emotions, from sympathy to second-hand embarrassment, anger to abject boredom, and it's just possible that in the maelstrom they found themselves asking, what on earth did I just watch? Palace Intrigue will be right back. The moments the Telegraph found fascinating included Harry asking Meghan, "Is an avocado a fruit?" It is, yep," she says with clear pride. The Telegraph also is bemused by one of Meghan's friends writing, "Silver Tree, which is the name of a real person, and not a wedding present or golf resort," is a friend of Meghan's and former director on Suits. After appearing in the first few episodes, she pops up again, mostly to reveal that she and Meg always sign off their texts with the words, "Love wins." Love wins is almost impressively annoying. However, if somebody sent it to you once, you'd be alarmed, but appreciate the sentiment and hope it was just a one-off. If somebody sent it to you twice, or once after a phrase like, "Just make sure in your summer plans that you leave room for magic," you'd throw your phone in the sea. But every single time. The author of the very entertaining Telegraph piece is Guy Kelly, who kept up the snark writing. "Somebody show Harry how to use a calendar, for the love of God." The portrait mode, self-shot diary footage threaded through these episodes was always enjoyable, not least Meghan's masterful deployment of the "as you can see, my hair is wet and up in a towel," which is relatable tactic. But as my colleague Ed Cumming pointed out, few recurring moments are funnier than Harry never having a clue what day it is. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday, I think, 20-something of, May-tober, I guess. I don't know. Everything's such a blur these days, man, Harry would say while rubbing his beard in utter tired confusion. In the Daily Mail, Maureen Callahan suggests maybe the problem isn't everyone else, maybe it's you. Callahan writes, "For all the literal and metaphorical soft-focused treatment, the oh-so-casual selling of their new lifestyle, the kind of freedom that can only be found traipsing barefoot through Big Sur beaches, or picking fruit from a lush private garden, or owning a private stable flush with horses, there is no mistaking the truth. Harry and Meghan are two very angry people, the common denominator of their many woes. To anyone wondering if Harry and Meghan ever considered that maybe, just maybe, they are the problem, the answer is a resounding no. They take no accountability here for any family strife. Zero. They are totally blameless, except for being such paragons of truth and beauty. Their light shining so bright, those other royals just had to do away with them. They just can't help being so great. Yes, these would-be global do-gooders promoting kindness, love, and humanitarianism. Meghan, selected to break generational curses that need to be healed, per a text from Beyoncé, are seething with rage. They are jealous, resentful, spiteful, and without a shred of loyalty. But Meghan, wow. She is, as they say, the definition of basic. She's a California girl into yoga, guided meditation, taking up space, and meeting her future in-laws, second in line to the throne, wearing ripped jeans and bare feet. She's just that kind of unstudied, casual, madcap gal. All Meghan wanted on the morning of her wedding, not to watch the global pre-wedding coverage or have a quiet moment alone, savouring her last moments as a civilian, not a genuine moment with her nearest and dearest. No, Meghan says all she wanted was a mimosa, a croissant, and to play the song Going to the Chapel. Does it get more on the nose than that? More literal. Meghan Markle's cardinal sin isn't that she's a bully or a hypocrite or her own Woko Ono, claiming she really didn't know a lot about Prince Harry before meeting him. No, Meghan's cardinal sin is being boring. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your favourite shows. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.